guys, I'm Katie Nolan bringing you all the headlines that you need to know for Thursday, January 10th. Today we've got the sexiest women of the century and an interview with the man with the world's largest penis. I didn't do it, the penis or the interview. All that and more right here on your Guyism Speed Round. Oh, be professional. Lindsay Lohan is reportedly considering a $2.5 million deal to film a masturbation porn, a la Octomom. For women, it's going to be totally awkward to watch her overact an orgasm. For men, it's going to be exactly what you're used to. Michael Lohan, Lindsay's father, is threatening his wife Dina to stop going around and telling the media that he raped her during a coke binge back in 1990, or else. Because that's totally not something a rapist would say. Police in Norfolk, Virginia received calls about a lion cub on the loose. Come to find out, it was just a labradoodle named Charles the Monarch who rocks a mean haircut. I've always said I hate when people say, you don't like cats? You would love my cat. It's just like a dog. But now there is an exception to that rule. If your cat that you're referring to is a fucking crazy badass lion, you're right. It is just like a dog. Unfortunately, it's like the gayest dog that exists, but still I'll let it slide. The cover of GQ's Sexiest Women of the Century issue has leaked, and it features Beyonce in the bottom of her boobies. If we're talking of the century, there better be some half nudes of Betty White in there too. And I want them now, not when she was young. Just think about it, you could buy her like a midriff shirt and you'd get that same under part of her boobs as Beyonce. Do you have a boner yet? A couple from a suburb outside of Chicago is suing their daughter's school because they claim their 10-year-old was humiliated by a teacher last year during a field trip when she had to pee and they refused to pull the bus over and the teacher made her pee into a cup in front of a school bus full of kids. Humiliated or finally taught a valuable life skill? I wish someone taught me how to do that when I was 10. I wouldn't have had to get my car detailed so much in my 20s. A man in Florida was arrested after he tried to use a cattle prod as a weapon to rob a store, but was thwarted by the clerk who had a gun. That's just Florida's version of rock, paper, scissors. You know, gun shoots cattle prod zaps person on bath salts eats everybody's face, game over. A father in China was worried about how much time his unemployed 23-year-old son spent online gaming, so he hired a bunch of assassins, quote unquote, to go online and just kill him every time he signed in the hopes that that would make him sign off and get a job. The kid has since put out an ad on Craigslist asking if anybody needs video game assassins to get their kids to get a job. Smart. I was reading an interview yesterday with Jonah Falcon, the man with the world's largest penis. It's 9 inches flaccid and 13.5 inches erect. And there were some real gems in there that I think we should just go through right now, because why not? This show isn't legitimate. When asked if his penis is too much for some girls, he said, "I'm slow and gradual. When girls are really excited, they could take a fire hydrant." I would just like to go on record to say that that's not true. Please don't ever ask someone to prove it. And also, that advice would only be relevant if having a massive 13.5-inch dong was like a common problem, or a problem at all. And lastly, he said, "I don't need depth, I need someone who's really good at oral." First of all, I laughed out loud, because you don't need a girl who's really good at oral. You need a girl with a jaw like a snake. You can just unhinge and that's not happening ever. But he went on to say, "Nobody's ever completely deep-throated me anyway. I sucked myself until I was 18 years old. I can't do it anymore. I get upper neck problems. Not a problem with sucking a dick, just it hurts my neck a little bit, so I can't do it." And there you go, guys. These are just insights into what it's like to be the man with the world's biggest dick. I will put a link to the entire interview in the information down below if you want to feel badly about yourself today. And that's going to do it for your speed round, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, share it with your friends, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment down below letting me know which part made you laugh the loudest. Tomorrow, I am going to have a special guest on the speed round. We've talked about her a couple times before. She's a good friend of mine, also a blogger and a former suicide girl, Lizzie Havoc. So when you send me your viewer email questions on my Facebook tonight, keep that in mind. I'll put up links to her stuff, so if you want to like look into what we can. She's really tall. You can ask questions about that. She like has a little bit of a thing going on with John Cena, that famous person. So you can ask questions about that too. I don't know. I haven't really decided what we're gonna do, but you all keep asking me to have a co-host, and she's a pretty funny bitch, so we're gonna make something happen. Other than that, enjoy your Thursdays, okay, please? And I will see you all tomorrow with more headlines that you need to know. Boston declared a public... Wow, that word just didn't come out of my mouth. I need a comfy chair. That's what I should ask for Christmas. Ow, fucking, ow. Don't Google Lindsay Lohan masturbation porn, okay? That's my advice to you for today.